Oh, that's a cute one. He's really cute. That one's smiling. I like how he's got the face. Hey man, what the hell are you doing in here?
Man, you've got a problem.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You've been in here looking at pictures of moose for days.
So what? People like cute dogs and cute cats. I can like pictures of cute meese.
When the hell was the last time you even changed your underwear?
I don't know. I've been busy looking at pictures of moosin.
Dude, you have a problem. Just stop.
Okay, I can like cute things too. Much of the time, whenever we talk about Pokemon, we focus on how badass they are, or how much we detest them, or how they can be used in battle. But for once, I'm just going to focus on how aesthetically pleasing they are. Ranging from cute to adorable, there are many Pokemon that never get situated in the limelight for one reason or another. But this is their chance to let their cuteness shine. I mean, of course, half the Pokemon on this list have about as much lethality as a deflated tire. But as long as they're cute, or whatever demented version of cute I'm thinking of, then there's a good chance they're going to be on this list. And of course, a Pokemon will always get extra points if they can fuck you up while retaining their adorable poise. So let's swoon over some jumbles of code in the top 10 cutest Pokemon. Sometimes I question where exactly Pokemon sets their creatures in reality. Most Pokemon seem to be based off of real things, but after a certain point I just start questioning where exactly they're getting this stuff from. Like, look at Zigzagoon. I mean, what the fuck do I call this? Is it some sort of beaver combined with a dog to form this adorable abomination of an animal? Well, whatever the hell Zigzagoon might be, it is definitely one of the cutest questionable creations I have ever seen. Not only is it cute, but it is also incredibly useful. With its ability Pickup, Zigzagoon can aid you in your adventures by grabbing items along your journey. It can help by grabbing potions, Pokeballs, and even rare candies. It was actually one of the only Pokemon I never evolved whenever I played a Pokemon game, because I just find it so much cuter than its evolution Linoon. Zigzagoon is practically man's best friend if it were combined genetically with a beaver rat thing, and for that reason I had to put it on this list somewhere. I gotta tell you, in real life, elephants are pretty disgusting. They look about as close to a fossil as you could possibly get, and I didn't think anything could ever beat Betty White in that category. But just as Pokemon always find a way to make me throw money at it vigorously without reserve, it found a way to make elephants cute. Phanpy is probably the cutest elephant you could ever imagine, if you would ever think to make an elephant a sickly blue color. I mean, just look at this jovial little elephant beast. It almost makes you forget that it evolves into a giant tire with ears. Just about everything on this thing is adorable. Its smile, its ears, and those huge, disgusting toenails. And still better than a real-life elephant. Pikachu clones are everywhere. We get them every single generation because one time someone at Game Freak made a little yellow rat and put it in their game, and it happened to sell probably billions of dollars worth of merchandise, so of course they would try to replicate it with every game. Well, normally whenever they decide to make a Pikachu clone, it goes horribly wrong because every single clone looks god-awful to me. But one time, in the 4th generation, Arceus decided to shine his good grace down upon a single Pikachu clone. Pachirisu. Pachirisu is probably the cutest rat in the Pokemon games. It has this adorable little disposition to it, while it still horrifically resembles Godzilla. While I find Pachirisu to be adorable already, it would be even cuter if it could shoot nuclear energy like Godzilla. Who's gonna be the face of the series now, you little yellow bitch? So whenever you're trying to set a romantic mood, what would you normally lean towards? Because if it's anything but a Litwick, then you're wrong. I mean, just look at this adorable little emo candle. It looks somewhere in between the point where it exists in constant agony or where it's just very happy and content. And look at these stubby arms. They're so adorable. They just look like they're reaching out for a hug. I mean, completely disregarding the fact that this thing sucks life energy out of people to stay alive and its flame is actually the absorbed souls of its victims, it is absolutely precious. I couldn't imagine having any candle other than Litwick to enjoy a nice tea by while I slowly die because Bath & Body Works sold me a fucking possessed candle demon. There once existed a Pokemon with a demeanor so frightening, one of a Ditto mixed with some sort of platypus, that all the townspeople ran in horror from because Jesus fuck this thing looks weird. Its name is Quagsire, and I think it's adorable. Quagsire looks about as inbred as you could imagine, but even with that, he still captures my heart every time I see him. He kinda reminds me of a blobfish, you know, that thing that lives in constant fucking agony because it literally exists just to make small children scream? They look practically the same, that's what makes me love Quagsire. He's the little ugly duckling platypus Satan fish of Pokemon. He's cute in his own right and I love him for it. The typing of dragon means two things in Pokemon, that they're gonna be overpowered as hell and that they're gonna look badass. I mean, just look at all the dragons we have in Pokemon. Rayquaza, Hydreigon, and oh my god, get that thing out of my sight. Garchomp, and aww, why does this thing look so cute? It's a dragon type. Where the hell are its fangs or curlicues? It doesn't have anything that makes it even frightening or dragon looking in the least. It's just freaking adorable. It looks like Muck, if Muck weren't absolutely idiotic. Goomy is probably the cutest dragon you will ever see. I guess with introducing Fairy to nerf Dragon, Game Freak also nerfed how cool they look, but it worked in Goomy's favor because I would totally have this thing as a pet. I assume it would make my house smell disgusting, but still, how can I resist this little ball of goo? Also, apparently it can just deflect punches and kicks, so this thing should technically just be able to steamroll entire towns of people without even stopping. Well, I guess there is a reason why we call him our Lord and Savior. So you know what aren't very cute? Memes.
Memes. The DNA of the soul.
No, I'm not talking about those. Internet memes are pretty idiotic. Barring one. And that one, I really like. Mudkip is about the cutest starter Pokemon you could ever wish to have. He's got it all, a demeanor that slightly makes you question his mental state, a dorsal fin that makes him resemble Mr. T, and cheeks that look like they're sprouting carrots. Mudkip's species is literally mudfish. I'm sorry, but any Pokemon that is unlucky enough to have been bequeathed mudfish and still look this cute deserves a high spot on this list. One of the oldest debates known to man is the debate over cats or dogs. I'm pretty sure even Cro-Magnum split their tribes up over if woolly mammoths or saber-toothed tigers were better. I guarantee there are cave paintings somewhere illustrating a little girl asking her Neanderthal parents if she could have a new baby saber-toothed tiger, and her parents being all like, well, either way, I've always been a cat person, and I always will be, and that's exactly why Esper is one of the cutest Pokemon there is. Most cat Pokemon are incredibly boring, but Esper is different. It has a lot of character to it. I mean, that character may be at wanting to kill you by blasting you apart at a subatomic level, but even then it still has this cute way about it. Even though it looks like something from Insidious and it would probably pee all over your drapery, I still want one. Who even needs a dog whenever you have a cat that should probably be placed in a kennel, or a mental ward? Nostalgia has always been a big part of who I am. I reflect a lot on past experiences, especially from things like my childhood. Nothing brings me nostalgia like childhood toys, and some of them just remind me of how simple things can be while still being fun. Things like Tops were great childhood toys of mine, which is exactly why I fell in love with Mega Slowbro as soon as I saw him. Mega Slowbro is, for all intents and purposes, the top Pokemon, and god is he adorable. He may just live in constant pain from spinning around and around on his tail, but damn is it cute. He's probably one of my favorite Mega Evolutions because he goes from being kinda boring to being a completely adorable childhood toy. He's not only a cute Pokemon, but he's a great example of how to make a Mega Evolution. They took a rather mundane Pokemon and made him something that is incredibly memorable. And I mean, just look at him, he looks so damn happy regardless if he is being consumed by that shelter attached to his tail. But hey, at least now he has something to keep him warm while he gets eaten alive. There was only one Pokemon that could have taken the spot. A Pokemon that exists as a mix of menacing and adorable that other Pokemon could only wish to replicate. A Pokemon so superior to others that there might as well only be one species in existence. That species being Klefki. This adorable mess of keys all bound by a single keyring is the cutest damn Pokemon you have ever seen, because it is everything you could ever want in a Pokemon. Think about it, Klefki is a fairy type, meaning it was meant to smite down dragons at every turn, all while looking goddamn adorable. Just imagine it, any dragon matchup against a keyring. Haxorus, dead. Garchomp, dead. Mega Rayquaza, dead as hell. All because of this little household appliance. All while it's beating foes down with its keys, it's slowly unlocking the door to your heart. It should be illegal to be this cute. I mean, look at all that it has going for it. It's got this key, another key, a keyhole, and are those testicles? Regardless of what origins it's sporting, Klefki is definitely the cutest Pokemon that has ever been created. And with that, all I have to say is, jingle jangle, motherfucker.